Hey, what's going on, you guys? Well, to go ahead and start off this video, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you guys the results from when I went ahead and applied the ammonium sulfate fertilizer to my lawns. Now, that video, which was the video obviously before this one, is doing pretty well, and obviously I figured you guys are going to want to see the results of what the ammonium sulfate did to the lawns and how the lawns are looking as of right now in their current state. So what I'm gonna do is obviously I'm gonna throw up some photos and some video, since I have a little bit of that before, of obviously what it looked like beforehand, before applying the ammonium sulfate, and then I'm gonna show you guys afterwards what it looks like after I applied the ammonium sulfate, between a few days after, and then obviously what it looks like right now in its current state as I'm filming this video for you guys. And yeah, I think you guys will be able to notice a pretty big difference as far as color goes, for sure. And then obviously just how the lawns are looking a lot better. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a voiceover as well when I'm talking with the photos and stuff like that. So that's probably how it's gonna go, just so you guys know. And then yeah, today, besides that, it's gonna be pretty much a very chill video. I'm just gonna go ahead and mow today, and then pretty much just show you guys what the lawns are looking like in their current state. And then I'll go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about an issue I have going on here in my lawns, so you guys can see that I struggle with obviously certain things in my lawns as well, just to show that you're not alone. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this video started. Starting off with some pictures here. This is Wednesday, 5/28/25. These pictures here are taken from my phone, so straight JPEG files, non-edited. And right here is the same day. I'm putting down some carbon 21 and PGR here in this video footage. And then here's Thursday, 5/29/25 is the day I put down the ammonium sulfate fertilizer. One thing I will say too is, as you can tell, the video footage is a lot more crisp and cleaner as far as the colors and stuff go, compared to obviously what the pictures are going to look like. Just keep that in mind as well. And here's Saturday, 5/31/25. Again, these pictures here were taken with my phone, straight JPEG files, non-edited. And then here's Sunday, 6/1/25. These photos here were taken with my camera that I use to obviously make my videos with. Again, these are JPEG files, non-edited. Here is Monday, 6/2/25. These photos here are taken with my camera as well. Again, straight JPEG files off the camera, non-edited. And then finally, here is Wednesday, 6/4/25. Again, these photos here are taken with my camera, straight off the camera, JPEG files, non-edited. Alrighty, you guys. Well, as you guys can see, we're starting off here in the backyard lawn first. What I will say is I had someone comment on my previous video, which was me obviously applying the ammonium sulfate video. They asked if I could give the same POV/same shots that I did in that video for when I went ahead and made this video for you guys, which was showing you guys the ammonium sulfate results, obviously what it did for my lawns. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have you guys on the tripod. Then what I'll do is take you guys off the tripod and show you guys what it looks like from a little bit of a different viewpoint, more in depth and kind of detail. So yeah, starting off, what I will say is right here, you guys should be able to notice quite a bit of a difference. This area was pretty bare starting out before I put down the ammonium sulfate, and then obviously right now, just shy under a week afterwards, that has filled in quite nicely, I would say. Obviously still needs to fill in more, but has filled in quite nicely and is looking pretty decent. And then same exact thing as well up here in front of the bench. That was pretty bare as well, and that has started to fill in quite nicely too. Still needs to fill in a lot more, but overall pretty decent, you guys. And I'm pretty happy with where these spots are sitting as of right now in their current state. And as I have stated in my previous videos, the season's really just starting for me, so it's only going to get better from here. And then obviously, as you guys could tell right off the bat, just how the lawn looks in general from this point of view, you could tell the lawn just has a lot deeper and vibrant green color to it. from when I put down the ammonium sulfate, I could tell you that right off the bat. And from my eyes, it definitely has a lot deeper green and a lot more vibrant green color to it. Keep in mind too, I have not mowed this yet. So this is how it looks from when I mowed on Monday. So I mowed Monday, and then I'm obviously gonna mow again today for you guys as well. But this is what it looks like as of right now before a mow. So looking pretty good overall. Now I'll take you guys off the tripod and show you what it looks like. Basically just a quick little walkthrough of what the lawn looks like back here. Obviously starting out here kind of where I had the tripod, looking at this spot that I pointed out earlier right here kind of in front of the bench. So as you can see, has filled in quite nicely. Obviously still needs to fill in more, but overall looks pretty decent. Over here in front of the bench as well, same exact thing, has filled in quite nicely, but still needs to fill in a bit more. But overall looks pretty decent. Over here on the other side of the bench, well, I will say this is my headache spot, as I stated in a couple of my videos before. But this is honestly filling in quite nicely as well. Still needs to fill in a lot more, as you can see. And then if I stand here by the brick wall, this is kind of the viewpoint you get, what it looks like. What I will say is this area has started to fill in quite nicely as well. This still needs to fill in, obviously, a little bit more, but overall pretty decent. And then if I show you guys just the viewpoint kind of from where right now I'm standing by the bench, this is what it looks like from a little bit of a farther view. What I will say is these orange spots right in here, that is from dog piss. I do have a dog, so that's what those spots are from. Keep that in mind. If you guys could just look past that, looks pretty decent overall. So looks pretty good. As you can tell too from this angle and from this obviously viewpoint, you guys should be able to tell just how deep and vibrant the green color is. Definitely a lot more noticeable in my eyes too from that, viewpoint of just how good the color looks right now. But yeah, you guys, overall, I'm super happy and stoked with how this looks here in the backyard lawn. And like I said, as the season goes on, it's only going to improve and get better. So now let's move on to the front yard. Alrighty, you guys, now we're out here in the front yard. We'll start off here with this small patch over here on the left-hand side. What it looks like, as you can tell, definitely has that dark, vibrant green color as well to this lawn. Looking pretty good. What I will say is this lawn right here, this little area, has a lot of seed heads going on. So down in here, this area where I'm pointing has a lot of seed heads in that area. So that's why it kind of has almost like a yellowish look to it. I would say that's what that's from. Guys, and then here's what it looks like off of the tripod. As you can tell, still has that dark, vibrant green color, just like the backyard lawn. And then obviously this area right in here is actually starting to fill in finally. That takes a while just because I have no border piece here to obviously help hold the soil and water in. So that takes the longest to go ahead and obviously fill itself in. But overall, this is looking pretty good as well. Okay, you guys, and then for the final lawn here, obviously here on the right-hand side of my driveway, this is what this is looking like, obviously from this point of view here on the tripod. Again, right off the bat, you guys should be able to notice just obviously how deep and vibrant the green color is of the lawn. Looking pretty good in that regards. And some of these spots have filled in quite nicely as well, like right in here. This area right here has filled in quite nicely, and then a little bit right in here has filled in quite nicely as well. Obviously, it still needs to fill in quite a bit, but overall, like I said, the color of the lawn in general is looking a lot more better. Like I said, more deep and vibrant green to it, which is awesome from this point of view. As you can see, some of these bare spot areas are filling in quite nicely. Right here and then right over here, filling in quite nicely. Still need to fill in a lot more, but overall looks pretty decent. And then as we keep walking up in here, again, you guys should be able to notice just the difference in color, how deep and vibrant green it is. That's something I noticed right off the bat once I put down the ammonium sulfate, is just the difference in color alone. Looks a lot better, so I'm super happy and stoked with that. And as we keep walking up in here, getting over here to this area, I'll talk to you guys real quick about this. What I will say is when I did the video of me taking out a tree root over here and, you know, repatching the sod, I went ahead afterwards a few days later and I took the rest of the topsoil I had and top dressed this area right in here, and I used a hand aerator that I have and, you know, punched some holes and filled this in. So this is looking quite nice. It's filling in pretty good, but as you can see, it still needs to fill in a lot more, but it looks a lot better than what it did. So making progress over here. This is looking pretty good all together, all around, I would say. And yeah, like I said, as the season goes on, it's only going to get better, and I'm going to keep improving on these areas, but overall looks decent so far. Working my way farther up into the lawn, as you guys can see right in here, I have some bare spots that are slowly filling in here as well. What I will say is I think this happened from when I sprayed that Flumioxaxin, that pre-emergent that I sprayed earlier in the season. I don't know what it was, but it had a weird reaction specifically on this lawn to where it kind of almost totally wiped out some areas. I don't know what it was. I think because since this lawn's a lot more newer, it's only like a year old, I think that had something to do with it. So it injured it quite a bit right in here. Like I said, I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, so this is slowly starting to fill in, but like I said, we'll get there as the season goes on. And then over here as well, this spot, which is another headache area for me, is starting to slowly fill in. This is taking its sweet time. This is also where I applied some gypsum too. So it's slowly getting there. It's definitely a lot slower process going on this lawn in specific. It's just taking a lot longer for some odd reason this season. But overall, it looks pretty good, especially the color like I stated earlier. And then finally, this back section here towards my brick wall, obviously, this is looking pretty good. I must say I'm pretty happy with where this is at because it's filling in quite nicely. Obviously, it still needs to fill in a lot more, but we will get there slowly but surely. Like I said, this whole area, this whole front lawn over here on the right hand side is just taking its sweet time for some odd reason this season. It's just a lot slower. Don't really know what it is, but I think like I said, once we get consistent temperatures, it should start filling in pretty nicely. And the problem is here is, since I have this brick wall, it obviously casts a shadow in this area. So, and with paspalum being a warm season grass, it obviously loves the heat. So it is, if there's any shade or anything, that's going to hinder it a little bit, but overall this is looking pretty good and I'm very happy with where it's at. Now that you guys saw what the lawns look like in their current state, time to go ahead and give them a fresh mow. Alrighty, you guys. Well, as you guys saw, went ahead and showed you guys the results, mainly for when I went ahead and put down the ammonium sulfate in my last video. So hopefully you guys were able to see quite a difference between then and now, obviously with me putting this video out for you guys. What I can definitely say right off the bat is visually to the eye, the lawns definitely have a darker, more vibrant green color to them, which is always nice. You always love seeing that really dark, vibrant green color to a lawn. Just gives you that good feeling like, man, it's looking pretty good right now. So, but there's still a lot of room to improve, which, as I have stated in my past videos, you know, as the season goes on, it's only gonna get better from here. So we just gotta keep improving, keep trying to dial them in, and yeah. One other thing I wanna go ahead and mention is, by the time this video goes out, it's probably been a little bit over a week since I put down the ammonium sulfate. So between you guys seeing the before photos and also some of the video footage, obviously beforehand, and then the footage I put there in between as far as photos go, and then me putting this video out now more current, up to date, it's been probably about a week time frame. So just kind of give you guys an idea on that end of things. But yeah, overall, like I said, super happy with how the lawns are looking. I want to go ahead and actually, since I'm filming the outro the next day on this, I want to go ahead and actually show you guys a issue I'm dealing with here in my lawns, mainly here in the backyard lawn. It's a lot more noticeable, so I'm going to show you back here. There is a little bit of it going on out in the front yard lawn too, but not as much as back here. So just want to go ahead and show you guys kind of currently what I'm dealing with. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this real quick. I'm not going to go talking in depth and crazy detail about it, but as you can tell right in here, if you see this kind of a lot of this whole area right here, kind of closer to my patio, you can see like this orange haze that I have going on. I'm starting to think that I have some fungus disease that's starting to pop up. From past experience, this is kind of how it started out, and then it's turned into, you know, some brown patch, large patch, or even like dollar spots, something along those lines. So that's what this is looking like. I got a little bit of disease pressure going on. And then kind of as I keep walking, you can still kind of see I have a slight orange haze kind of all within this area, and then actually have it over here as well, kind of in this bare spot. You can tell right in here there's like this orange haze going on. Again, to me that looks like disease pressure. And then finally over here in this area, once I work my way closer to my brick wall, as you can see right in here as well too, looks like again some disease pressure that's going on as far as a fungus issue. So what I will say is I already put down some fungicide. I actually did that. I didn't film that because once I saw this I was like, oh, I need to get fungicide down immediately. So that's why I didn't get on film for you guys, but just to kind of show you guys what I'm dealing with currently in my lawns. Mainly, like I said, it's a lot more noticeable back here than it is in the front yard lawns, but there is a little bit of this same stuff going on in the front yard lawns as well. So yeah, you guys, that's currently kind of what I'm dealing with here in my lawns. Like I said, it looks like some sort of fungus disease going on possibly. I don't know if it's maybe some dollar spot that's starting to pop up, or, you know, some brown patch, large patch, I don't know. But all I know is I've dealt with some disease, fungus disease in the past, and it's not a fun thing to go through. So like I said, once I saw this, I was like, oh crap, I need to put down fungicide immediately. So I went ahead and I've already got some fungicide down. I just did it actually last week. So kind of give you guys an update on that. Like I said, I didn't film it. It was kind of one of those things I'm like, oh crap, I need to get it down right now. And didn't even really think about filming it, honestly. So sorry about that. But yeah, you guys, the other thing to note as well is, before the day I put down the ammonium sulfate, I showed you guys I put down PGR and carbon 21 as well. So if you want to take that into consideration along with me putting down the ammonium sulfate, but I would say most of this green up and growth is definitely from the ammonium sulfate. I wouldn't really contribute that to the PGR or the carbon 21. Yes, the carbon 21 will help out a little bit, but it definitely doesn't give it a response like the ammonium sulfate does. So just kind of give you guys obviously a gist on that end as well. So, but yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy watching this video, please go ahead, smash that thumbs up button for me. As I always continue to say, it really helps me out. It lets me know what you guys are enjoying on the channel. After doing that, go ahead, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notifications. That way you can get notified for when I upload new videos. Got my social medias in the description below. With all that being said, it's your boy C-Pams. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.